Welcome back to the show, everybody. As we sit this morning at 45 cents, I tell you, I think the winds of change are among us. That is absolutely right. And we are going to look at some very strong evidence of that. Today, we see massive amounts of XRP moving. Coinbase and ADA hashtag come on in. I think you're going to love it. Crypto.com is now offering XRP to the US. Major move there. Swift has a new ad campaign, and I think you're going to like it. And the World Bank lets the cat out of the bag, ladies and gentlemen. They got their eye on the XRP Ledger. Let's roll that beautiful intro.
This is Digital Perspectives with Brad Kimes. Subscribe for new content notifications. Now, here's Brad Kimes. Come on in.
Welcome back to the show. You guys can follow me on Twitter at BackupBradleyAbove at the top of the screen, and everything that we're talking about here today. Go ahead and get started right now, ranging right now between 45 cents and 48 cents. We are at 0.4582 this morning. Let's go ahead and get started. Don't forget, it's March Madness with the cryptos. If you don't find one you like, you can make one too, and there's still a lot available. This is just some of them. I'm just showing you really quickly, so make sure you check that out. NFTs at Unstoppable are just remarkable. So here we go. All right, now I wanted to show this is just to start off to remind all of us that there is a much bigger narrative of why crypto and digital payments using blockchain, DLT, and cryptocurrency is important, and why I ultimately believe it's coming. This is just one small example that just shows what's going on here from CoinDesk, and this is really the catalyst, I believe, is the fact that we're going to have inflation, possibly at some point hyperinflation. I believe that the derivatives market is largely overbought, and there is huge amounts of liquidity, as we're talking right now, that is still pouring into the stock market. Well, that doesn't mean it's any less overbought. So I'm just saying, and I think a lot of us know this, and with the printing of the money that's going on because of the deliberate shutdown of the global economy, because of a global crisis we had before a pandemic hit, there are huge problems in front of each country on this planet, and the U.S. being one of them as well. I think here this just shows how big the problem is. And I just wanted to show you the article to remind everybody, where is the catalyst coming from to get crypto and as a new digital asset class in this world? I think here's your catalyst right here. Right? It's the money printing that's going on. It's the collapse of the global economy, and let's keep going. So over the past 20 hours, major exchanges, including Coinbase, have transferred a staggering amount of 297.3 million XRP coins in lumps, the largest of which was 200 million. What in the world are they doing with all that XRP? One would want to know, because I know they're not selling it to U.S. retail investors. Oh, I digress. Anyway, this is some more news right here from Michael Val 5 Links. Shout out to you, my friend. Coinbase announced on March 16th that it had opened inbound transfers for ADA, taking the first step in the multi-stage process to list the token. Full trading will begin on March 18th once sufficient liquidity has been established. I can tell you right now, I'm already in that line. None of what we're talking about is financial advice. I'm just sharing what I'm doing. Here's another great piece of news here from Crypto.com that says, you know what? Don't be worried about what all these allegations are. You just come on Crypto.com and get you some XRP. Look at it. Isn't it pretty? It is. Look at it. Yeah. Look at this. And there you go. Buy XRP. I just think it's amazing. I just wanted to show that. Obviously, we still have to get a resolution to the case. I believe it would serve the entire digital asset space as well as XRP to have legal precedent on that SEC case, be it a summary judgment or what have you. So, all right, looking at this here, this is where the narrative is being carried now, and it's not by us, and it's by Swift. and the World Bank, for which you're going to see in a minute here. And I want to shout out to Baba Cugs. I want to shout out to Jesus Tejero and Digital Assets Daily, I believe it was, that I saw one of these pieces of information from here as well. So, all right, this here says we're transforming the SWIFT platform to enable instant and frictionless transactions from account to account anywhere in the world. And so you can find out more about it here. What I do want to say is that, you know, currently, if you don't understand, if you're new to the space, just very quickly, SWIFT is a messaging system used for banks to wire money all across the world. And it is very antiquated, to say the least. And it is a messaging system that moves payments around the world. It does not, at this point, do instant settlement. But they're telling us here they are going to be able to do that going forward. So something is afoot. And that is very good news. We see here, again, another commercial here, very short, from SWIFT about the evolution of what they're doing. Just take a second. Let's look at this.
Together, we are at the heart of the global financial system. We move the transactions that keep the world's economies working. Transactions that represent real business ambitions and the livelihoods of our friends and family. What we do underpins the world's way of life. Today, that way of life is changing faster than ever. At SWIFT, we are evolving too. We use our expertise to help our community move faster and work smarter. Payments and securities transactions should be instant, frictionless, and transparent. They should have end-to-end integrity and global reach. This entire process should be driven by smart data and shared services to unlock huge opportunities, to help you strengthen in existing markets and open bold new possibilities for the future. We've laid the foundations through game-changing services and technologies that are already transforming the industry. Now, we're going even further, taking innovation to the next level by transforming the SWIFT platform with new capabilities so you can reduce costs and offer increased value to your customers. We are delivering the infrastructure to help you adapt, thrive, and grow, and together, shaping the future of payments and securities faster, smarter, better.
There you have it. And I have to say, you know, knowing that Ripple is the first and only member on the ISO 20022 Standards Body Committee to explore the implementation of distributed ledger technology, understanding that R3 is partnered with SWIFT, knowing that they have the Corda platform for their clients to build on, which gives them access to a settlement platform called the Corda Settler that also gives the option to settle with digital asset XRP as well. This gets very exciting. I do realize at the same time, before everyone sends messages, XDC is coming from the Cordalite or Cordalite, whatever the name there is, because they've realized in hindsight of building R3 that they should have had a token, and now they're creating one. I think ultimately back end XRP will still serve to be that bridge, no doubt about it. All right, so now moving on, let's step it up a little bit from SWIFT, because SWIFT is doing 5.5 to 6 trillion plus every single day in transactions, but they're not yet, as of yet, doing instant settlement. And that's the goal that they want to move to, and they're getting new infrastructure to make it happen. So this gets exciting. This is a report here. Like I said, shout out to Baba Cugs, Jesus Tejero for this one. I found the report, pulled it up. It's the World Bank Technology and Innovation Lab here. And let's just start right here. So you see, and this is from around 2020. We're going to look at the date here in a second. This has a May 2019, but I'm going to show you another date here in just 1 second. But just listen to this. Central banking. This is the World Bank PDF from last year. Central banking digital, at least last year. Central bank and digital payments. Several central banks have begun blockchain and practical interoperability experiments. In 2019, Monetary Authority Singapore, Bank of Canada collaborated on a project to demonstrate the interoperability of two major blockchain networks, Corda and Quorum, using hash time-locked contracts. Project Stella more information on the project is available in the annex conducted by the European Central Bank and the Bank of Japan, explored how cross-ledger delivery versus payment, DVP, can work between two individual ledgers without a direct connection. Thailand's central bank also worked with Hong Kong Monetary Authority, on cross-border funds transfers using blockchain. With the launch of the Libra project in 2019, the conversation around stablecoins and central bank digital currencies obviously accelerated. Hang in there. This is just showing you a date here. ISO participation, ISO access June 23rd, 2020. So this document is at least from 2020, sometime after June, right? So, okay, now moving here just to give you the validity and the relevance of how current it is, right? And it is the World Bank we're talking about here. It goes on here to lay out this, which shows the interledger, the ETH network, and how it can cross and settle between the two using the settlement engine for the XRP Ledger and the XRP Ledger testnet and the Ethereum testnet as well. This is the World Bank, people. This is the World Bank connected to the IMF. The settlement engine plays a crucial role in the interledger network to support sending and receiving settlement between ledgers. One engine can manage several accounts and settle with many ledgers. The team tried to run 3 ledger nodes connected to the blockchain testnets, Ethereum and Ripple XRPLedger. Party A interledger, acting as an intermediary node to Party B. Party A sent Ether and Party B's node received XRP, while a third node acted as an intermediary during the token exchange. To accomplish this, Party A with Ether node needs to install a settlement engine to transfer Ether from Ethereum testnet to the intermediary node through settlement engine for ETH. There you have it. Now let's keep on moving because there's something else to see here too. Cross-border payments and settlement and current interoperability initiative. It goes through here and just gives you this diagram that I want you to take a look at right now, which really is pretty amazing. A single universal WCBDC backed by a basket of currencies. They show a universal CBDC exchange right here. It's interesting. The XRP Ledger, if you just don't happen to know it, is a decentralized exchange. I didn't know if you knew that. Did you know that? Yeah, that's an interesting thing. And that token, the native token on the XRP Ledger, yes, XRP, right? Maybe, just maybe, it ends up being like Mark Carney said in the group of 30. And maybe, just maybe, it becomes a global stable coin or a universal CBDC. How about that one? And if that isn't enough, because if you haven't seen this, Mark Carney, the former Bank of England governor, said in 2019 that right here, Ripple, a real-time gross settlement system currency exchange and remittance network whose currency XRP leapfrog expensive correspondent banking. And you could provide that solution of XRP because a systemic hegemonic currency could, for example, be a stablecoin backed by a basket of different central banks. Really? This is exactly what we're talking about right here. A universal CBDC backed by a basket of currencies. Just thought you should know. This is the World Economic Forum Policymaker Toolkit from 2020, January. And this here obviously says crypto assets designed for intrabank payments and settlement, JPM coin and XRP. Yeah, like I said, I think the winds of change are among us, ladies and gentlemen, and that's where we are today. And don't forget, while all of this great narrative is being carried by SWIFT and the World Bank and the World Economic Forum, U.S. retail investors are more restricted and handicapped to getting XRP than they ever have been since the inception of the asset. That's going to do it for me. Hit the like and subscribe, leave a comment below. Make sure you share with somebody you know and hit that notification bell so you don't miss a thing. Check out all the links in the description box and the comment section. PureVPN. It's one of the many different layers of protection I use when I'm on the internet to hide my anonymity. Make sure you check it out. They have a 7-day 99-cent special, and there's many other products and services in there as well. Make sure you check them all out. They are vetted, trusted links. I'll catch you on the next one.